Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to the Neil Robertson Pro Career on Snooker 19. Today it is time for part 70 of Season 4. This series is taking quite a long time, it's fair to say, but we're doing too well in all these events, that's the problem. Today we have the quarter-final of the Coral World Grand Prix and we renew our old rivalry against the Judd and Judd Trump. You can see on the matchup history that we've played him 4 times so far this year and it's fairly level, it's 2 apiece between us, albeit Trump has won the 2 long matches. We won a best of 7 in the Northern Ireland Open quarter-final, so that's a bit of hope. And we also beat him in a best of 5 in the World Open in the last 16 by 3 frames too. But the longer matches, you can see in the Scottish Open, it was very tight. I remember that match very well. It was just one of those that we got it wrong on the decider, to be honest. We made it far too easy for Judd and he cleared up. And then in the Shanghai Masters semi-final, we just weren't in that game, to be brutally honest. But as you can see, we played a lot against him in Season 1. It was fairly level then, 4-2 to Judd. And then we started to take advantage. We beat him 5 times in a row before that Shanghai Masters semi-final. So we've got an interesting rivalry against Judd. 2 of the best players on the tour, clearly, in terms of form. And that rivalry is going to renew today. So I hope you guys are all good. I certainly am really looking forward to this. I don't know whether the Coral event, because I've never actually got far in one of these events, whether it's best of 7 all throughout, because I had a look on the internet. And by this stage, it should be best of 9 for the quarterfinal and then best of 11 for the semis. So I suppose we'll see if we get into the semis at all, if that match duration will go any longer. If not, it'd be an interesting one, I suppose. I mean, it makes it all 1 episode specials, which helps me in terms of getting the series over a little bit quicker. Not that I'm rushing to get it done, of course, but a good match against Judd it should be today. We've had it fairly easy in the first 2 rounds, to be quite honest, against Graham Dott. Was it Graham Dott? Yeah, it's Graham Dott and Luca Brissell. I'm just trying to see whether it's my glasses. It's a strange reflection on some of the boards, but no, it's okay. But Judd breaks off for the first frame, and as you can see, not the best break off from Judd. But if we just lay this cue ball down to play for the black, I don't quite think we can get a good position on it. So, yeah, if we get it fairly level with the black, I suppose we're okay. But the angle is a little bit awkward.
Well, it goes. Half a chance.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. And it's a good long pot. We like those, but as you can see, just pulls up a little bit short of the line. So I think we'll just play safe from there. No point going too extravagant, particularly in this opening frame. As you can see, it's a good safety from there. Pretty much right on the baulk cushion, in behind the brown. And we've got a snooker on Judd Trump. Better than playing an extravagant blue and being in a bit of trouble. As you can see.
He's navigated his way out of the snooker, but he hasn't left the cue ball safe.
There's a potting chance here, albeit we're going to have to probably... We can get up for the pink, I suppose. That might be the best shot to play here. Just about avoid the red, so quite lucky the way that the red split. This is a decent chance here to get in, score a few points.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner.
And I know that, of course, the World Championships were late in real life last year, but Jesus Christ, this series is going to go across nearly 2 World Championships. I started the season, this season just after the last World Championships, the start of September, and, well, actually, was it end of July into August? I think it was, so maybe that's an exaggeration, but the World Championships start this week. That has absolutely flown, albeit I know it's been a shortened length of time between World Championships. Just saying, I don't think this pink does go, you know. It's a tight one. I think it just about. But it's not clean cut.
Potting this into the right corner pocket.
No, it's okay. It's worth looking, isn't it? You know, you look a bit of a fool if it misses. We've got very good position on the red there, I have to say. It'd be silly to waste that and not get good position on the black, sorry, from here. Not the cleanest of pots, but understandable, playing with side, that it's not quite going to be as clean as maybe I'd have liked. Not going too extravagant too soon as the aim here. Don't really want to open the reds until we have to. That's my new regime, really, particularly in a match against Trump, because if you open up the reds and it doesn't work, then you know a player like Judd is going to clear them up. You know, somewhat with other players, Maybe not top 16 players, that it's not as much of a risk.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket.
There are still reds available. Positional play's been good so far, but it's still very much early days.
23.
That wasn't so good, was it? Trying to see if we can get this to the middle pocket, but it's going to be too much of a stretch from there. We've played a little bit cock-a-hoop on this blue ball. Unless we go for the pink, and the pink's a bit of a half chance with position anyway. It's not going to be much better. Unless we can come back up the table. I think that might be a shout.
Into the right corner.
After this pink is a lower chance of potting. We got it right.
That was.
And that's much better. That was the right shot to go for. A beat not quite come up as much as I'd have liked potentially.
29.
But yeah, we'll see. So, ideally you want to get good position on this black ball. Because of course this is the last of the reds that's in play. That's not too bad from them. Maybe a little bit, in fact, very straight. Need a bit of help to go into these, I would have thought. So, just played some top spin. Oh, wow, that's not hard enough at all. So that break comes to an end. But again, I don't think it's particularly ridiculous at this point to not go all out. And I don't see the point in being too lavish at this point. Attacking too much. Got what we wanted out of that, and again, you know, it's the whole nothing ventured, nothing gained model, but equally it's kept the cue ball safe. We've got rid of a few of the reds. We've scored 38 points. Judd's got to play a safety, and albeit it's quite an aggressive one, so we better hope that he hasn't left anything on. I think the way the table is, it almost forces us into try and play in a pot here. But I'm not going to. I'm going to try and just play soft off the red. Come back up where we are now. See where the cue ball ends up. Don't really want to hit the yellow. Although it might help us if we end up behind the brown. Bit of no man's land there almost. And I think he will be able to see the red, and I think he'll go for it. But I think it was a good decision not to go for a pot, because there was a larger chance of playing a good safety than a good pot.
Taking this red on.
But I don't think he's going to miss it at that pace, is he? No, Judd Trump is in here. Again, didn't really do a lot wrong, to be honest.
Well,
just misjudged the safety slightly.
6.
So the blue will go back on its spot, so will he be able to see this straight one? Which in normal play looks quite easy, but if the blue's in the way, it gets a bit more complicated.
Doesn't want to overhit this.
No, he can see this absolutely fine. So, my initial fears have been dumbfounded. And if he goes for the blue again, it confirms the black's not on. But we'll see. He's going for the blue, so that confirms to me the black isn't available. And that's really going to diminish the amount you can get from this. Although he's going to go for a bit of a half chance here. Where's the cue ball going to end up? It's an excellent pot, but again, he's not got any sort of position. It was a good pot to go for, but position was going to be tough from there. But he knew he could have played a good safety, very nearly an excellent safety, but not quite. So, some good stuff being played by both players early on in this frame. Could very much go either way, this. Just 6 reds left. 25 between us. Ooh, we might leave that over the pocket. It's going to go full ball on the... Oh, well.
Oh, that's a top shot.
It was going to get close to the pocket. I thought he'd left it over the pocket. And my goodness, he's played a good shot there. Whether it was intended or not, it was a good shot from Judd. Brave one to take on because he could have left it over the pocket. And as we're probably going to witness now, that would have been frame over.
4.
Nothing easy on though here.
He's going for it.
Making this as tough as possible
Oh, that's right.
for himself.
7.
Few interesting avenues he can go down here. Every shot quite important because, as I've said, the red's not easy to get onto. And, oh, I think he's played this the wrong side of the blue, you know. Unless he plays the yellow and directly screws back. A little bit further back to where he is.
Pace is
I
key.
think he'll be alright. But again, it's a half chance. It just decreases the chance of potting it, although I think he'll be fine. Yep, he is. Good shot.
14.
And wrong side of the blue again, bless him. He's just going to play all around the houses.
19.
And this will either open up the pink or the black. Oh, unlucky there. Unlucky there. Tried to open up the black but couldn't quite do it. And he's, just about potted the blue.
25.
It's been tight, this frame, as for old Judd. But I think, as predicted, although he's gone about it
26.
and made it as hard for himself as possible, I think it is going to be the first blood to Judd Trump. Which, again, is fully deserved. You get frames like that. It's inevitable. It's just we weren't quite ruthless enough and, well, you know, it would have been
36.
a complaint to ourselves if we weren't ruthless, if we were too ruthless. But,
Judd Trump, 36.
as I sit down and have my cup of tea, he's misjudged the brown. And he's almost played safe here. And if this goes in, it's an avenue back in here. We'll know pretty quickly whether it's there. No, it's off the mark. So that is Judd's frame. Maybe a little bit too risky from there. Maybe.
And he's missed
Could have
that.
played safe, I guess. It was a bit of a chance. Don't get given those too often.
Just the blue required.
And just the blue. Can't see missing that. Yeah, and it's there.
Oh, wonderful shot.
That should mean no way back into this frame for his opponent.
So just the black knees and it's there. So Judd Trump takes first blood in this match.
Judd Trump.
That's the frame in the bag.
So, a one-frame advantage. He'll be looking to build more pressure on his opponent in this frame.
Yes, he's looking good at the moment, and will be pleased with that last frame.
Thank you. The second frame. Neil Robertson to break.
Not quite the rose. Second now. But the second big 4 shots clear. Trouble is the odds are 33 to 1 half and 66 to 1. But it'd be still be £200. People come back to that. Yeah, could do. Just give me a minute. Okay. So good first frame from Judd. See if we can try and get back into this with a win in the second frame. 2-0's not a disaster. But all the same, it'd be nice to be 1 each at this point after the next frame.
This is no gimme.
Judd taking this one on, and he's potted it.
1.
And just the green, but that is going to put him in a bit of trouble. So just a safety from Judd Trump there.
Judd Trump, 4.
It's just a simple safety from here, I think. Judd didn't really make too much of that chance, it's fair to say. An interesting placement of that red now, just in behind the black. So you can't play off that now. Interesting dynamic now for this safety battle. Of course, you're just going to play Finn off. That's inevitable. But that has forced a mistake from Judd and left a potting chance on. Although, if we are going to get in here, we've got to hit this pretty much bang on the right pace
Into the right corner.
to line it up for the black. And no, we're nowhere near it. Although this might get to the middle. No, the angle's just not there. So, well, I didn't think Judd made too much out of it. And the truth is, we made nothing out of it either. So, in both frames, really, very timid start, it's fair to say, from both players.
Excellent safety shot.
Knew the pot was pretty much guaranteed, but
1.
nothing else, really. Might have heard the commotion outside. The dog nearly killing herself, I think. Dopey sod. But again, he's almost left almost a mirror of the shot he played before. But this time, we can hold the cue ball for the black rather than coming off the cushion.
That's just magnificent. 1.
And I know I said last time I didn't want to go into the red, but I feel like here it's might be the only chance we get at the frame, so seems silly not to.
That's a really good split. And this...
Oh, that was very fortunate with that red. If you watch the one there, go back in the video if you like. Went towards the middle pocket and it just went off the jaw, and that saved it from staying out. But yeah, that could have been a problem if it had gone in. Well, it would have been a problem. Don't know about could. Definitely would have been a problem.
9.
Let's see if we can get into our stride now. Oh, this has run too far.
16.
Unless there's a gap between the two balls. No. Yeah, very timid start, particularly from us. Not so much from Mr. Trump. But yeah, from us, very timid start. Don't want to hit these too hard. That's why we didn't really take the opportunity to go back up to bulk. Obviously, the harder we hit them, the more they're going to spread out.
16.
And it's sometimes a more difficult safety shot, actually, from there rather than up the bulk, because I guess it's like anything, it's not played as often.
Great shot. He looks like he's trying to get the cue ball tight on the cushion here.
And again, an interesting dynamic now with that red ball on the side cushion. So just got to have some patience here. There is a half chance for us to take on.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Good shot. Good pot indeed. I don't think we can see the black. No, we can't. It will go to the opposite pocket though, so good to note that is. And it will go. And of course, if we can shift a few reds out the way, that always helps the cause. It's the aim of the game.
Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here.
Good shot on the blue.
Well,
A few good shots will open up this frame, most certainly.
6.
A few bad shots and we're back to square one. Oh, that's run a little bit far if I'm going to be critical.
7.
Again, need a bit of luck for this one to come off.
No doubts about his power after that shot.
We've hit that too hard, but that might just come in for us here. Not sure about this.
So, this pot into the right corner.
It's a good shot. It's a good pot, that is.
Nicely done.
Nicely done. Played a little bit harder just to force the issue.
13.
Try and get rid of any unnecessary risk. And now it's just about whether we can hold for this next red.
20.
Which we can do. So some good snooker being played here. Albeit not perfect, but some good stuff, I'd say.
21.
Now it's just that age-old debate of how we get on a red from here. Oh, not quite knocked over the middle pocket. That's unfortunate, but I think one of these will go. I think they will, yeah. This will go. So we could get out of jail lifeline there. And we'll knock one free as well, just to give ourselves a few more options. This has definitely opened up this second frame for us. Mind you, got to stay aware. You can easily miss a ball. That's a potentially a good shot. Oh, it's just gone too far. It's just gone too far, that has. So it's going to need a good pot up to the bulk corner pocket. But I don't think you blame me for playing this with an element of safety in mind here. But we didn't need to. Played that nice and accurately. No, to be fair, there was that second option with the blue.
37.
And this is some good snooker, if you ask me. Some good recovery snooker. Trust me, it's not flashy snooker, but
The long pot's on.
we're
and
making
he's
the most of
going
this
for it.
opportunity.
Strokes
It
it
might just be a frame winner.
42.
Have to play well to beat someone like Judd Trump. It looks like at the moment, after two, it's going to be one apiece.
$43.
Important pot here.
So the blue's there. Barring snookers, you would think it is frame over.
Away for his opponent to win the frame now.
48.
Looking to play this.
Just want to make sure of it. Make sure it doesn't come back to the table.
49.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
But good play from both players. A bit of a timid start. And not the best opportunity there. But I'm really happy with that because we made something of that. Wasn't really the best opportunity to do something with it. But we made something of it. And that's the sign of a player in form. Somebody who can do something that other players can't. And it's not just in terms of clearing the table in standard moments. But, you know, in chances like that where something's not really on.
62.
And making it work. Oh, we've missed the red. I was trying to... Oh, eye up. Where's the red ball going? Well, we've had a few of them recently.
63.
Trying to get down for the pink, which actually we managed to do by hook or by crook, and then play for the red on the cushion. But that was just more of a hint of fortune about it than anything else.
69.
This is a
However,
tricky one
won't
on
complain
the
about it. It's a decent chance to make a century from here.
Beautifully done.
70.
Need this to keep running. We were compromised a little bit there because the cue ball was right on the cushion.
77.
But this has got the potential to be an absolute cracker.
Just the colours left now. Brilliant pot. Outstanding. They don't come much better than that.
No, they certainly don't.
79.
So 79 is our score at the moment. Need all of these then to make a century.
Oh, what a shot that is.
Green just about drops in. That could have stayed out. And no doubt we shouldn't be on this because of the way we fluked the red. Goodness me.
86.
It just looked when he hit that middle jaw. I thought, oh, eye up. He's got half a chance here.
He's looking at the pot into the left middle.
This shot relies on being fairly straight on the pink, which we've done pretty well. Almost getting that perfect triangle. And, you know, give or take a few degrees. Certainly workable. And the pink's there. And just the black needed for the century. And a very strong performance in that frame.
What a clearance that was.
So break 104 there. Give us the clearance and the second frame. And this should be some real nail-biting stuff I would have thought from here on. Really strong frame there.
Judd Trump.
What's Judd Trump going to back with? But an aggressive break off. And immediately, I would think, we've got a chance.
Challenging pot along the cushion here.
Really
Good
nice
pot.
opening, Red.
1.
Judd Trump not one usually to give chance away all that easily. But won't cuss at that one at all. Need to rely on hitting this at the right pace for it to work. Yeah, that's a good shot. Need some right hand side on that just to move the cue ball to where we wanted it.
8.
Give that one a bit of a nudge, that red, off the cushion.
He just wants this to drop gently into the pocket.
Ooh.
17.
Didn't really want to be cueing right off the red. Does make things a little bit more awkward. More awkward, sure, but not impossible.
24.
Just about made it for this next one. And for all of you maximum fans out there, I think we might just drop that in search of the blue this time round.
$25.
That's the potential to be a Hendry-esque frame, and I'm going to drop that bombshell so many times now, seeing as he's back in business. By just getting a long one, albeit Judd Trump making it easier than he should have done for us. Getting a long one and then winning the frame.
$38.
Don't want to be aiming towards that middle pocket. I don't think that would end well.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket.
Tried something a little bit different there to try and
That's a top
give
shot.
ourselves a bit more leverage on the black, but it hasn't quite worked.
39.
Hasn't quite worked for us, so let's get a bit more creative here.
He's attempting to get the white tight on the cushion. In it goes.
Try and split the reds up, and to be fair, it's worked very well considering there wasn't really much of a hard contact. That's pretty
44.
impressive. Clearly a shot worth going for there. That's too soft. That's too soft, is it?
He won't be
Wow.
happy with that.
Wow. Oh, well, well, well.
44.
Well, what can you say about that? Unforced error, it was tight. We got the position perfect on the black, but then you've got to pot the red to be able to play the black. But Judd Trump clearly not happy with that. Sees a better opportunity with safety.
Well played. Good safety there.
Close, but not quite.
No comment on that one, really. Maybe thought that was a bit easier than it was.
He's looking to get the cue ball safe and tight to the cushion here.
Just a few mistakes starting to creep in here.
He's taking on the long red to the corner.
And he's potted that. We might be made to regret that.
1.
Because we were dancing towards winning the frame. I was only just saying that, you know, we made 40 odd in no time. And just slightly under hit that shot. Didn't make it to the middle pocket.
9.
And we could be made to pay for that now.
16. 17.
Well, a bit unfortunate with the split there. It's not quite worked. So I need a long red here, which I don't doubt he'll get. Be a bit of a sucker punch, though, if he came back in this frame after that.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner.
24.
A little bit too straight on the black. He's going to need a good pot to the centre here.
He's taking this on.
32. 39.
Again, I wouldn't say he's got the cue ball on a string here,
40.
but it might
This
just be
has been a great
enough.
fight back. Really impressive.
Yes,
Yep,
this has been impressive.
looks like it's going to be the frame for Judd, and that is going to be a real sucker punch.
46. 47.
I accept our safety wasn't great, sure, but you know, we wouldn't have needed that without that first mistake.
55. 61.
And he's on the yellow, potted that. Green up
63.
next. And just the brown to retake the lead. It's gonna have a job on our hands now.
70.
I know I might be exaggerating, but yeah, I think we're gonna have a bit of a job on our hands to win this match. But life goes on. You know, we made that mistake. Can't really
88.
do much about it in that frame.
Trump.
Judd did well to get back into it.
Is the frame.
You know, you can present your opponent with the chance,
Well, he's taken the lead
and ultimately they don't. They've still got to take it. That's my point.
Building on the momentum of that last frame. Let's see how this develops.
So, 2 each is the optimal scoreline, really. Need to get this frame back. It was 3-1, and it's not all over, of course, but it is a bit of a way back from there.
The cue ball has finished up in a very safe position.
Well, it's not that black clear, which makes our route for a particularly thin safety a little bit tougher here. But not impossible. And again, easily back up to bulk. And he's missed the red.
Foul and a miss. Neil Robertson, 4.
Yeah, you better believe he'll hit it that time. I know it's happened before, but I don't think somebody of Judd Trump's calibre is going to give us a frame through 3 fouls and a miss. But who knows? If it's another tight one, then 4 points might just make the difference in this frame.
He'll want to get this cue ball close to the cushion.
Come on, red. Come back into the pack. Couldn't really play the thin one there. He played a good safety at Judd.
I'm not sure what happened there, but it's a poor result.
But he's not going to play for a pot, so he doesn't fancy much out of that. Which, again, is an interesting idea. Now, this one should just come back into the pack, I would have thought. Or as close to. The black's been knocked around everywhere. It's up in bulk now,
well,
which makes a half chance more less attractive, but forget what I'm saying. Forget what I'm saying.
5.
Clearly, Judd Trump disagrees, but that is going to be end of break, surely. Won't be able to see a pot from there. No, he can't. Never mind.
6.
Well, I'll be impressed if he plays the black here and gets back down the table. But bear in mind that the red is rooted to the black spot, so I suppose the black will probably go on the yellow spot now.
13.
Yep, it will.
14.
That's a nightmare. So blue it is. Down for the next red. Judd's looking good here. Seems to have got some confidence after that last chance. Not saying he hadn't got any confidence, but that... Well, this should be end of break, you would have thought. But maybe not. He's doing really well here. Alright, that's definitely end of break this time.
Foul.
And that wasn't exactly the best shot ever.
Neil Robertson.
Gives away 7 points.
Be playing on here.
And makes that safety opportunity... Well, makes that opportunity risk... That was, oh God, I can't get my words out. Makes that opportunity that looked quite frivolous to be a bit of a waste of time in the end. It's only really gained him a net 17 points. And the black, thankfully, back down the table. Ooh. That red's gone a bit too far, but it's going to be right off the bulk cushion, this, so he'll need some good cueing to pop this particular ball. No, just a safety, as expected. Oh, you jammy sod. Yeah, jammy so-and-so.
Pace is the key with this shot.
Going to struggle not to leave anything on there.
Shot. And it hasn't
But it
worked
wasn't
out
terrible at the end of the day, you know, it was...
One.
You know, he could have opened everything up. But yeah, it was going to be tricky from there not to leave an opportunity. Which just made the last frame even more bitter for us to lose.
5.
Oh, well, if he's going to be potting balls like that and he's laughing.
Excellent pot. Superb.
Doesn't seem like missing much here.
Great positional shot.
I think we might as well just sit back for the duration of this frame now. Suck it up that we're going to go 3-1 down. And have to just play no miss snooker, really, in the next 3 frames to get through to the next round. We're playing well so far, but we might have just met our match in this tournament. Let's see. Not all doom and gloom yet.
19. 26. 27. 34. 35. 41.
Oh, he's 58 ahead. Unless my maths is wrong, he only needs the next red. And it's there.
42.
So it looks like it's going to be a bit of an uphill task now for us to stay in this match. Oh, well.
49.
It's brilliant when you can play like that, but when you're watching it, you cringe a little bit because you wonder what he isn't going to get. But a good safety there, a break of 56, and it's good enough to go 2 ahead with 3 to go.
Frame should trump to break.
So just needs 1 out of these last 3. We need to play particularly well. But we can't throw the towel in yet, of course. We're not going to do that either. But with confidence breeds confidence. Sounds obvious. He's played a good shot there. Trying to get out of this with some swerve. We've played that too hard, I think.
Played into the pink. That was careless.
Yep, so we've hit the pink. I think he might get us to take this again.
Foul and a miss.
Better than being reckless, though.
Trump.
He's going to take... Well, he's going to play from this. I'm shocked at that. The AI have a brain sometimes.
Tricky pot.
And that's just
No
me.
doubt.
Not much risk involved
No,
with this one.
not this
Ooh,
time.
it's missed. Unlucky.
Close, but a miss nonetheless.
Could have done with playing that a little bit harder to get safe, but
Looking to run
these
this
things
from
happen.
opposition.
1.
and he's opened up the pack from that. That might just be us gone. Might just be us gone here. And you're going to have matches like this sometimes. It's inevitable. You can't win them all. And it makes it a bit boring, to be honest, if you win all the events. Never nice to lose, but if you win everything, then it gets a bit boring. But of course, it's not all over yet. I have done this time and time again
17.
In this series, whereby I've said all my last rights and saying it's all over, and then we get a chance at the table, and all of a sudden we're back in it.
25. 30. 31.
But you can tell Judd's playing well. He's flying in the scoring stakes.
38.
Can make this game look easy if you're playing well.
39. 46. 47. 52. 53. 60.
Well, he needs a good shot up to the top left corner pocket if he's going to keep this break going. And as I said, he's playing some mighty stuff, so not surprised that that has kept it going. So just needs the black and the red
No real problem here.
to win this map, win this one 4-1. And as I said, you just have to hold your hands up sometimes and go, I was beaten by the better player, as Judd rarely does. Blames everything apart from, well, the colour of the table. But he's 82 ahead. Again, he's potted the red. If he's not going to miss a shot like that, then there isn't much he's going to miss today. And fair play to Judd. Best of luck to him for the rest of the tournaments. And our adventure in the first Coral event of the season is over. So I think I'm right in saying that the next one we're going to take part in is the Welsh Open. I think it's the last Home Nations event next. Of course, we're not on for that Home Nations sweep now. We lost in the Scottish Open to this man in the semi-final. Yeah, we'll concede there. I mean, we're 96 behind with 51 on. There's no competition, really. And I think that's the same for this match. We got a bit unlucky, and it makes you wonder what would have happened if it had gone 2 each. But, well, it's one of those things. We shrug it off. Judd Trump more than deserving of the win. And we fall at the last 8. But again, we keep a good run of getting to the deep end of all tournaments, and quite happy with that. Bit disappointed, of course, to lose, but you have to lose sometimes. Mark Selby wins the tournaments. Judd Trump with the high break award. So we stay where we are in terms of the world rankings. And I was correct. It is the Manbet X Welsh Open up next. So, in the first round, we'll be playing against Harvey Chandler, a player I have never played against before. And let's just have a quick butchers at the rest of the season. So we've got the Welsh Open to come, then the Shootout, the Players, the Gibraltar, the Tour, the China Open and the World Championship this season will end as quick as you know it. But you can see Ronnie's really dropped back now. We're not too far off Ding Junhui in 6th. And if we have a few good tournaments, the £1 Million Club is not too far away. But Ronnie's starting to drop off. However, as you can see, it's a long gap then back down to the guys that are below Ronnie outside the top 8. And outside the top 16, there's a huge gap, to be honest. But, bit of a shorter episode today. And obviously, I can't do much about that, given that we lost. But I will be back on Wednesday for the last 16, which I think will be a best of 9 or best of 11. I can't quite remember now. Will probably be over 2 episodes. But, thank you very much for your company today, folks. I have been TIJ Gaming, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the start of the final Home Nation series of the Snooker 19 Pro Career. Thank you for your company. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye for now.